Interesting news, YouTubers. See, for all those that have been keeping up to date with my videos, which is a select few, which I really do appreciate, you may have heard me mention that I'm living with a Vietnam War vet, and I've been asking him to let me interview him for weeks, literally probably 2 months now, okay, and he won't do it. He's I don't know if he's camera shy. I don't know if he doesn't want to see his old war buddies on film. But he's not into high tech stuff. He's not into it. So I convinced him today by he asked me for a favor. Okay, he said, "Look, can you help me hook up a phone line in my room downstairs because it's a share house and we all have to hook up our own stuff because our landlord's a tight ass." And I said, look, sure, in fact, I'll tell you what, I've got an old phone because my lovely super dad has just bought me a new one, a portable one. I said, look, I've got an old phone in my cupboard, I can give it to you for free. Of course, I'm not going to fucking sell anything to my mates. But then, once I'd done that, you know, we connected it all up and we found we didn't have a dial tone. He has to get connected with Telstra or Optus. And then I said, okay, Gordo, this is the only time I'll be revealing his name. As of now on, he is known as the Mystery Man, and that's how he wants to be known, and that's how he shall be known. I might even form a new channel for him called the Mystery Man, because as he's told me, he has very strong opinions on many subjects, and he's prepared to answer all his viewers and all his commenters, but he just wants to do it under anonymity. He wants to remain anonymous. So his name is going to be the Mystery Man. That's how we're going to refer to him. But it is great news, and it is big news because he is a very interesting character. He is a Vietnam War vet, and he has great stories. Ex-alcoholic, you know, really fascinating character. Probably, oh God, approaching 60 or something, don't know. But he has agreed that on the condition that he is able to write down the questions, not the questions, but the topics. You know, if he writes down the topics and keeps his back to the camera or what have you, you know, just as long as his face doesn't appear, he is prepared to do an interview. And I bribed him into that by giving him the phone, okay? So, you know, I mean, bit of manipulation going on there, but hey, that's my way. How do you think I got Breakdown to do all those raps? He also plays the guitar, which is good because I'm going to get him to bring it up and give us a rendition. But he said I asked him, I said, look, are there any sensitive subjects? Do you want to not talk about the war, etc.? And he said, no, I'm prepared to talk about the war. And I said, good. Because, I mean, a lot of us younger folks can learn from the Vietnam War. I have no knowledge on how it started or why Australia got involved or anything. You know, for all the teens out there and all the, you know, under 30s, we can find out what the Vietnam War was all about. But, I mean, that is not the purpose. The purpose is to talk to a fascinating character. Now, this guy, I've had up to my place many a times. We've smoked weed together, we've drunk together, we've had great chats, we've watched movies and stuff. I mean, you know, he's nearly 60, but like I said, I am so unbiased with, I am not an ageist. You know, I've had friends that are 10 years old, and I've had friends that are 57 years old, okay? The whole range. In fact, I find that I get on better with people not my own age. And, you know, with people my own age, there's a certain competitivity. You know, you get competitive with each other. I'm making more money than you. I've got a better job. You know, I'm so not interested in that. I don't care what kind of money I'm making. As long as I'm happy and as long as I'm doing something that makes me happy, I will remain happy. You know, 100 grand a year, I don't give a fuck, you know. I'll earn 30 grand a year. If I'm doing something I love, I'm in the better position. Do you agree or not? Hey, that's my view. Anyway, so the Mystery Man is going to give us an interview. Now, I've told him, you know, I'm going to keep hassling you about this now that you've agreed. So it's going to happen in the next 2 days. He said it'll happen in the future. But he also said that we're going to do the garden in the future. And that was 2 months ago. So I said, look, I'm not going to take this. I'm going to continue hassling you. So you write down the topics. You practice your guitaring. And we're going to conduct a little interview with the mystery man. Now, you'll never see his face. You'll only hear his voice. And you'll see his channel once I set it up. Which I'll do after we do the interview, because, you know, we may not do this interview for 2 weeks knowing him. But I'm going to hassle the fuck out of him until he does do it. I've had a great new subscriber, actually, and there's such a little conspiracy behind it. I can't even reveal it because, you know, it relates to one of my frequent commenters. So I'm not going to. But, you know, it's a very interesting story. Let me have a sip of beer while I think. By the way, do you like my new haircut? Do you? Some people think I look like a Marine. I don't think I look like a Marine. I look very, very handsome. No, I'm sorry. Look, I've been cutting my hair for a long time, and I've gotten used to it, and I hate hairdressers. So, that's the big news. I've got a really interesting character to talk to, and not just someone off the street that's going to give me 2 minutes of their time. I'm talking to someone that may sit down here for 10 minutes and give us a 10-minute interview. And like my 10-minute videos tend to be boring, this one will not be, because he's a Vietnam vet, and, you know, he's got post-traumatic stress disorder. He was an alcoholic. He's just come back from the clinic from doing a detox. Whether or not he's prepared to talk about that, I don't know. And I will not know until he gives me the list. Now, I'm not going to get off his back until he does give me this list, because I am really interested to talk to him. So, you know, I mean, this isn't really a video worth commenting on, apart from saying, oh, I, you know, eagerly await this interview. But, you know, it is going to be good. It's going to be something that I will appreciate from him, because he's a good bloke, and he's a bloke that I've gotten to know quite well. You know, I don't want to post too many videos in one day. The reason I was doing it today is because it was a rainy day out, and it was cold and windy, and really there was nothing to do. You know, I've still posted a shitload of videos, a lip sync, a haircut, you know. Check it out. This is especially for you, nonoy, you know, however you pronounce it. This is dedicated to you, okay? A video dedicated to Nonoy. You check him out in the comments. He'll be there. Trust me. Talking about my sweet ass or something. No disrespect intended, Nonoy, but that was a comment you left me, which slightly disturbed me. Especially saying you were planning on visiting Australia. I don't like to hear about my sweet ass. Now, how the hell have we gone up to 8.5 minutes with me just talking shit? But it seems we have, so I'm going to wrap it up. But I'm just saying, the big news of the moment is that we are going to interview this really interesting character that lives in the share house downstairs. So, I'll wrap it up with a word to your mother. And I hope you've liked the videos today, because, you know, I've been bored as shit. And, I'll be, you know, I might take a nap, a couple of hours, come back and post some more videos. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it at that, because we're running out of time at a rapid rate. So, word to your mothers. Word to your mothers. Yours included. Yours too, Nono. Word to your mother.